Welcome to the Fabulous 50s and Beyond. I'm Jim Pollard, your co-host with my wife Janetta. Today we're going to be talking about the many happenings at Market House Theater during the month of October. Busy month at Market House, and I know you'll be excited to know what's going on, so you stay tuned. Our guest today is Sarah Bynum. She serves on the board of directors at Market House Theater, and we'll be right back.
And he'd say, go with what you got. Start from where you are. Give it your best shot. Keep reaching for that star. Get in the race. Keep your own pace. Keep moving and never stop. Just go. Go with what you got.
Welcome back to the Fabulous 50s and Beyond. I'm Jim Pollard. My co-host today is my wife Janetta, and our guest today is Sarah Bynum. We're going to be talking about the activities at Market House Theater. And during the month of October is a pretty busy month for Market House, isn't it?
It is. October is one of our busiest months. We are starting off every Saturday in October with our ghost tours, and we'll tour every Saturday in October downtown Paducah. And then we also are doing 2 ghost tours on the 28th and 29th at Oak Grove Cemetery.
All right. Tell us about the tours. I know I have seen them. And
have you been on one?
I never actually walked on one, but
okay.
been there while they were doing them, and I've been in town and seen some of the things they do. Tell them a little bit about it, because I know there's some interesting places in Paducah that they go and stories that they tell.
Absolutely. Our ghost tours focus on the legend and lore of downtown Paducah and Paducah itself. A tour started about 3 years ago. It was the brainchild of Cindy Miller, our then president of the board, and Michael Cochran, the executive director. They decided that they wanted to incorporate performance art and have the audience, have the guests experience art in a very active way. So we decided to do a ghost tour, and it just started as a simple idea, a simple fundraiser for the theater. We weren't looking to make too much money from it, just we wanted a great experience for the people that came to go on the tours. So we have a very family-friendly ghost tour. All around downtown Paducah, we stop at on the corner of Kentucky and I guess it's 2nd Street. We talk about the Carson Center land. We talk about the C.C. Cohen building. I'm sure y'all are familiar with Stella. We talk about other things that happened outside Doe's Eat Place downtown. Like I said, it's a very family-friendly tour. We encourage kids of all ages to go. The tour is led by a seasoned Market House Theater actor, and they are in costume and in character the entire time. The tour groups are about 20 to 25 people, and our tour guides have microphones. It is a walking tour of downtown Paducah. The tours start at 6:30, 7:30, and 8:30 p.m. every Saturday in October. And it's a wonderful experience. If you've never been on one, if you're from Paducah or you're not from Paducah, it's a perfect tour for you to go and see the legend and lore that, that surrounds the mystery of our town.
Well, go ahead.
Are they dressed like ghosts?
They're not dressed like ghosts. They're dressed like townspeople from way back when.
Oh, many years ago.
Yeah, the 1890s, early 1900s.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Paducah has a very rich history, and I can't guarantee that no one will jump out and spook you, but that's not our intention. Our intention is not for a frightening experience, but really an experience where you can learn a little bit of the history of Paducah and get to meet our actors as well and support the theater. We've been doing these ghost tours for 3 years now, and when we first started it, we never had any idea it would be such a big hit, but people come from Illinois and Missouri and Tennessee and even Mississippi to come and go on these ghost tours. There's a lot to do in Paducah, and we're just fortunate to be to contribute to that.
Well, and that's good because, you know, we lived in Nashville for a lot of years, and we went to the Grand Ole Opry, but so many people who live in Nashville never have been to the Opry.
Until their out-of-town friends come in and they're like, what do we do?
Right.
Right. So we encourage people from Paducah and their friends, visitors, or anyone to come and do these ghost tours. And then the one I got to tell you about in October 28th and 29th, it will be at Oak Grove Cemetery. And we started this last year. We did a fundraiser at Oak Grove Cemetery. And we had seasoned actors throughout the cemetery, and they took turns talking about different people that were resting there. So that's a neat experience too. We do have new ghost stories to tell on the ghost tours downtown, but if you've already been on one of those, you're welcome to come to the Oak Grove Cemetery and get a little different perspective about Paducah and the people there.
Now, that's every Saturday.
Every Saturday in October, and then the one at Oak Grove Cemetery is Friday and Saturday.
Okay, and the times for Saturdays are?
6:30, 7:30, and 8:30.
Okay. Market House Theater, is it mht.com?
It's mhtplay.com,
Okay.
or people can call the box office at 270-444-6828.
Okay, because the internet, I mean, their website is really good. I mean,
Oh, I'm so glad you like it.
It's a real good website, and it keeps up to date and a lot of the things
Oh,
that are going
thank
on.
you. Thank you.
And so that's really good, and we like that. So, are they calling them boo tours this year? Is that what that was on the website that I saw?
Perhaps. We try to be a little creative with our marketing efforts, but we just call them our ghost tours, Market
Okay.
House Theater's ghost tours.
Good. All right, and then another thing that's coming up, and it's the show's running, and the only opportunity they'll have to see it will be like Friday and Saturday, and that's Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte's Web, yes. In fact, Maria Miller, she's a senior high school student. She plays the part of Charlotte in Charlotte's Web. She's got a beautiful singing voice. It's a great group of actors, and we encourage people of all ages to see that show.
Well, we know we're familiar with one of the stars, one of the young stars, rising stars in Market House Theater.
Who's that?
Who's in that one, and that's Ada Beth.
Oh, okay, okay. So y'all be going to see the show, I take it?
Well, we'll try.
Her grandmother's a friend of ours.
Yeah, grandmother and
that's
grandfather are real good friends of ours, and she just stole the first show. Oh, what was that we saw? Oh, when she
Annie.
was Annie.
Oh,
And
Annie.
she
Yeah.
was very good.
She
in
was very
That was a
good
great
in
show.
it. And we saw
Yes.
it later on in the production of it when she had really gotten
in the
going
groove.
in it, you know, into the show.
Oh, that's
but,
great.
it was a great show, and we really enjoyed it. But yeah, Charlotte's Web, do they do it every year?
We don't. We don't do it every year. We try to have our season a very well-rounded season where we focus on family-friendly shows. Sometimes we do shows that kind of touch a little bit about life in general and philosophy, and try to get people's interest and get people talking. But we'd like to have family-friendly shows.
Because I know Charlotte's Web, I think it's, we've been there several years. I know we've seen it run 3 or 4 times.
Oh,
but
really?
every year, every year is a good show. I mean, because
We do
it's
like to bring
different
back our
actors.
popular shows. We
Yeah.
really do. And you know, we're doing Hairspray in the summer. We're doing Hairspray. And that, did y'all see the movie with John Travolta and Tracy Turnblatt? And it's about set in the 1950s, I guess. And they've got big hair, you know, beehive hairdos.
beehives.
Yeah.
And they sing and dance. And we're doing that show in the summer, in July, June and July, I guess.
Good. That'll be the musical.
That'll be our musical, big musical of the year.
Musicals are fantastic. Yeah.
Valerie had a foster child that was in
Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte's Web many
Years
years
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
Valerie's been so great to the theater. We definitely appreciate all of her support and her coffee and,
well, she
and her
loves
love.
it.
She loves it. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, when are we going to see y'all on stage? Have y'all been on stage before?
With my memory, I'm 74 years
Oh,
old.
that's okay.
I was there. I was on stage when all I had to do was sit at the table in my farmer's jeans and lean over and die.
That would go with the ghost.
Yeah, that was,
It was.
but my character comes into play very shortly, and I'll be doing my Santa work, and so I do that, and that comes into play. But I know there's a lot that goes on down there. We've discussed different projects and different things, and I have done a lot of work with Market House myself, and a lot of fundraising. We've done fundraisers with them before and things
great.
like that during Christmas season, and so we look forward to that. Well, that talks about Charlotte's Web, and we've talked about the ghost tours. Now, I guess we've got a little time left in this segment. Let's begin to talk about the Masquerade Ball.
The Masquerade Ball. Okay, we can do that.
And it is October the 22nd.
Yes, Saturday, October the 22nd. Doors open at 6:30, and it's at the Paducah Convention Center downtown.
It's at the Convention Center, okay? Okay, now that's the one next to the river where the Executive Inn used to be.
That's right. That's
Okay.
right.
These 3 different things that we have, I have to try to keep up.
Do you have to come in?
We would prefer our guests to come in costume attire or cocktail attire. I brought my mask. I'll be wearing this next Saturday.
Beautiful.
Thank you very
Can I
much.
see
Thank
it?
you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of neat. I love the pink and black feathers, and we want our guests to participate. It's a very interactive ball. It's the first ever masquerade ball in Paducah, so I've heard, and we want to make it feel like a carnival, like a masquerade kind of atmosphere. We want to get people interested in the arts. That's what Market House does. Market House, their aim is to change lives, and I think that's what the arts does. So we're excited to do this ball. We've got some great sponsors, of course. We couldn't have done it without our sponsors of Boley Family Dentistry and the Credit Bureau Systems, Paducah Life Magazine, Renaissance Plastic Surgery, Valker Chemicals in Calvert City, and USEC. So we've got some great sponsors lined up this year, and all the proceeds benefit our children's programming. Market House's children's programming have reached over 23 children in the Western Kentucky region.
23,000.
23,000 children.
See,
Thank you.
I'm familiar with some of their numbers too.
Making sure you're paying attention. 23,000 children in the region, and
Just
they do.
checking him out.
Right. I had my little cheat sheet here, but they bring arts into the classrooms, which I think is so important.
See, I'm real familiar with their children's program, but a lot of the public is not, and I think they need to be. I mean, we've had Michael and we've had April before to talk about that. Now, that's where I have done some work, is with the children's theater part of it, and have done that. But the work that they do in our schools is tremendous.
April has been so great. April Cochran is, of course, our education director, and she goes into Clark School and so many other schools in the region, and they do hands-on activities. They learn how to act, which I think is so important, and they get very comfortable with themselves, and they're not shy, and they're not timid, and they don't get made fun of, and it's a very comfortable atmosphere to study that and kind of learn to be themselves.
And I think that's so important.
I do too.
I think it's so important because a lot of times that brings out a child, and it brings out their talent, it brings out their abilities, and it brings them out of their shell.
I agree. April's seen so many kids that have that started off in the class very shy and very timid, and by the end of the class, they're able to express themselves in a very healthy way, which is great.
Right. Well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we really want to get into the masquerade ball, who all is going to be involved, who's going to be there, some of the costs that are involved, because it is a big fundraiser for the kids program there.
It is. It's our largest fundraiser of the year.
And so we need to get into that more. So you stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
We didn't have much to give then. So when they showed up, firing them mean looks around the place and staring us down on prices, well, I was angry. Didn't seem to bother my father, though. He had me load another bushel of apples in their trunk. I learned later on that this family was in need.
The greatest gift we give, it's in our heart, what we believe, the way we live.
Caring for others. Pass it on.
Welcome back. We're going to be talking about Market House Theater and the activities that's going on there during the month of October. A lot of activities going on there. We've already discussed their ghost walks. Is that the way you call it?
Ghost tours, our Market House ghost tours.
In Paducah, and those are exciting, and encourage you might want to take part in those every Saturday night. Then we've talked about also Charlotte's Web, which is on Friday and Saturday night, and I'm sure that you will enjoy seeing those. A lot of good actors, and again, as we were talking about the children's part of it, Charlotte's Web gives the children an opportunity to act and to react, because there's a lot in that, a lot of parts for children in that play. And then we want to talk about, again, continue our conversation about the Masquerade Ball. Now, the Masquerade Ball is at the Julia and Carroll Convention
Center downtown.
And it's October the 22nd.
Right, and doors open at 6:30.
All right, other than being a masquerade ball, what all is going to be involved?
We are so excited about this evening. Our committee has been working very hard to make it an exciting event for all of our guests that are coming. We've got the Nash Vegas All-Stars performing for us. They're a musical talent from Nashville, Tennessee. We also have Laura Duff Catering. She does a pampered palate, and the food will be heavy hors d'oeuvres, very nice and festive for the occasion. We will also be entertaining or be entertained by seasoned actors at Market House Theater. We'll have some actors that will come and sing for us throughout the evening and make guest appearances. We're fortunate this year to have Chris Colson and Chris Black as our auctioneers. We'll be doing a silent auction, which will feature very diverse auction items from downtown condo and tickets to a show and dinner, all the way to a llama tour in Wisconsin. So we've got a lot of different things in our auction. We also have two 2 Titans tickets to give out, and the Titans game is actually the day after the Masquerade Ball.
Oh.
So if you feel up for it, you're welcome to go to Nashville and see that football game. And we also have parking passes, which will make it a little easier on the winner.
Yes.
Now we have a live auction that we'll do also. And are y'all familiar with our curtain call auctions that we do each year? We've done curtain call auctions, and that's where we auction off cameo roles in a special performance.
Right, okay.
And we call it curtain call. So what we've done with Market House is we've taken our favorite aspects of the curtain call auction and expanded them into the Masquerade Ball this year. So we'll be auctioning off cameo roles in our special performance of Hairspray. I was telling you we're doing Hairspray in the summer, where we're doing a special performance of Hairspray on June the 16th of 2012. And in that special performance, those who win or offer the highest bid for cameo roles will be in that special production. So for the part of Edna, that's Tracy Turnblatt's mother, we have 3 Paducah men competing for that prized role. We've got Michael Byers with Crounce Corporation, Duncan Pitchford with Whitlow Roberts Law Firm, and Dr. Pat Withrow with Western Baptist Hospital. And these 3 men are raising money, and whoever raises the most money gets to pick out of the 3 who gets to play Edna in that special performance.
So the whole gist of that operation is you win, you don't play it, you pick who does.
Who does, exactly, exactly.
That's the reason I wondered when I saw Dr. Withrow being part of it.
And Dr. Withrow has raised quite a bit already,
Yeah.
and I know that Michael and Duncan have also, but I know whoever gets it will do an excellent job with it. I have a feeling that some of the men already have house coats and slippers, and they're ready to don that role. Which will be very fun. We've got some other great auction items too, in parts for the special production, or the special performance of Hairspray, June 16th, 2012. We've got, if you and your friends want to get together and do and bid on one of our dancing scenes, we're auctioning off a role for 3 women to be in the dancing scene. If you all are interested. We're also auctioning off the gym coach and the wine spritzer, and just some cameo roles throughout the performance, which will be fun.
Well, will they just be cameo roles, or will they do the part through the play that night?
It'll depend on the director's preference.
Okay.
Depending on how the person does.
Is Michael directing that?
He is.
Okay.
He is.
I figured he usually does those, and so I just kind of thought that he would. Yeah, they turned those cameo role auctions have turned out to be a pretty fun thing.
They're so fun. Last year we did, last year we did Cinderella, and Mickey Abraham was the part of the fairy godmother. Well, Richard, our city commissioner,
Right.
Richard, he won the part of the fairy godmother in the curtain call auction, so he and his daughter took turns acting out the role of the fairy godmother in Cinderella, which was really fun.
Yeah.
And we had Maury McGarvey with Paducah Bank. She was a mouse in Cinderella, and then we had the first year we had our auction, it was Wizard of Oz, and we had Chris Black as Glinda the Good Witch.
I remember that.
And he with his mustache, it was so adorable.
Yeah.
And his bright pink glittery dress, which was nice. We love it at Market House Theater when local community members are so proactive in supporting the theater, and they're so energetic about it, and they're willing to get up on stage and make the audience laugh. We love that.
Oh, I'm sure.
And show their talent.
And show their talent.
Well, the interesting thing is, a lot of the people that do the cameo roles are acting in Market House from time to time,
Right,
and
they
they do have talent. I mean,
They are. A lot of our board members have been in several different shows. We've had Sandra Wilson. She was in Dixie Swim Club last spring, and we have a lot of our board members either help behind the scenes. Some of them are a little bit more shy, but some of them are very outgoing.
Well, see, that's another thing. I'm glad you mentioned that, because a lot of people don't realize the amount of work that's done off stage.
Off stage, right? Exactly.
I mean, the lighting, very important. The sound, very important.
The scenery.
Nothing any worse than going to a play that you can't hear.
Right.
You know, I mean, you can see what's going on, and if you don't read lips, you don't know what's happening.
Right, makes it very hard to enjoy it.
Right,
Absolutely.
and the scenery, they have some of the beautiful sets.
Oh, well,
And
thank you. I
scenery.
think so too. We've got Jim Keeney with Market House and Michael Cochran. They do pretty much all the set design.
And their sets, I mean, and the conception of the sets is important also, and they do great work with that also.
Well, thank you very much. Our guests that come to the theater for shows throughout the season are always very impressed, and we've got a lot of people that come to the theater for the first time, not really sure what to expect, and they always leave with a big smile on their face, and they had no idea that, first of all, that Paducah has such great local talent, local talented actors, but that the experience is so well-rounded.
We are really blessed with talent here.
We are. We absolutely are. We have some great actors on stage, and we're getting ready to audition for a couple other performances coming up throughout the year. So if anyone is interested in the theater and acting, they can always go to the website at mhtplay.com and check out what auditions are being held for upcoming shows. And we always need great actors.
Yeah, and again, I want to say that the website is real thorough.
Thank you, and very easy to access, and you can order
right.
your tickets online. You don't even have to call
Right.
box office or go down there.
And so I just encourage the people to take advantage of the website.
Mm-hmm.
And also, let me remind you about our website, which is thefabulous50s.net. And if you could go to our website, we'll be connecting to the other websites and have information about the things. Also, on our website, we stream all of these shows. And so they can go to our website. If they don't catch this show the week that it shows on local TV here, they can go to the website and see it at any time, because they do stream there. They can pick it up and they can see what's going on, and we have connections to the different websites also.
Excellent. We've also found great success with social media like Facebook and Twitter. We have a lot of followers that are following the Market House Masquerade Ball. If you go to or if you look up on Facebook, MHT Masquerade Ball, you'll find our Masquerade Ball Facebook page.
Okay.
And we keep it updated with pictures of our famous or infamous Market House supporters.
I think that's where I saw the three men, and their bidding was on Facebook.
Yes, I hope you did. I hope you did.
And saw what they were doing. I think that was on Facebook is how I was able to catch up with them. Well, again, any other different type of entertainment, I noticed that, the attire, that's
Yes.
something that people would probably want to know.
We want our guests to feel, of course, comfortable, but we also want them to be participating in the event. So we encourage masks, which you can buy masks at the door. I think they'll be about $5. Or you can come in costume. If you rent your costume from Creatures of Habit, a portion of the proceeds, or a portion of the sales, will go to benefit the children's programming at the theater. Or you can come in cocktail attire.
Okay.
Either one.
So that's important. And again, let's talk about the silent auctions or something, because you've got some pretty good items.
We do. We have. We've been so fortunate with our friends of the theater who've been able to donate weekend getaways to great places, and downtown condos, and tickets to shows, and dinners out, and trips to Wisconsin to do a once-in-a-lifetime llama trip experience. And
the dolphins?
Right, we've just got
I'm sorry, not the
Titans.
dolphins.
the Titans.
We lived in South Florida for 23 years.
The dolphins.
Right, the Titans tickets, we have those as well. And I think that people will find some really neat experiences through our auction items. It's not your typical baskets. It's some
the
great
condo
experiences.
it's downtown Paducah, I think.
It is. It's Mike Capek's condo downtown.
Yeah.
He's always been so great. Every year he's donated that to us, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, I thought it was downtown. It's kind of like if the girls want to do it, it's like a girls' night out type thing, I guess, isn't it?
Right.
Because I know they've done that before.
We love that. We love girls' night out and guys' night outs, and just a chance to experience Paducah in a little different setting.
Yeah, good. Well, I think have we covered everything? Awards and prizes. What are they?
We are giving awards. Well, first of all, we've had some great people who bought tables, VIP tables, and they're bringing all their friends, and they're going to dress up. They're going to have a theme for their table. So we'll be giving away prizes and awards for best couple, best decorated table, best. We got a couple other tricks up our sleeve for the evening too, but the idea is that the people come and they have a table with a group of friends, and they just enjoy their experience. And we'll give awards out for best costume, best couple, best table.
Is there a theme?
Our theme is from Broadway to Hollywood. So as you're picking out your costume choices and you're trying to decide what to wear, we encourage people from Broadway to Hollywood, and that's. You can definitely pick some great costumes up at Creatures of Habit, or maybe in your closet, for example. I'm not going to wear a costume this year. I'm going to play the part of board member and wear a pink dress to match my pink and black feathered mask.
That would be a hot pink dress.
A magenta. You're right. You're right.
Well, pink is her favorite color, so.
Oh, is it? Well, maybe you should have the mask.
But that was good, because we hadn't talked about the prizes, but there'll be prizes for the best decorated table, And the
best costume.
And the best costume
And best couple. We're also excited to have some more of our favorite Paducah local people coming. We've got Ken and Kendra Gray and Bill Ford and John and Kristen Williams, and I'll be there, as well as our Market House board members. And we've got, should we talk about ticket prices?
Yes.
We haven't done that yet. Well, ticket prices are general admission $75, and if you want to buy a table, that's $1,000. It's a table of 8 for $1,000. If you're under 29 years old, tickets are just $29. I mean, tickets are $35 if you're 29 and under.
Right, okay. And the $75, is that per person or couple?
Person.
Person, okay.
And we have Laura, like we said, we've got Laura Duff with a Pampered Palate catering and the Nash Vegas All-Stars performing. So we're looking forward to an evening of great entertainment and dinner and dancing and silent auction items. And of course, some special performances from our Market House Theater group.
Good. Well, we didn't give out your telephone number. We gave out the website, but I don't think we've given out the telephone number.
Our Market House Theater box office number is 270-444-6828.
And they can get all of the tickets through the box office.
Through the box office or online at mhtplay.com.
Very good. Well, we appreciate you being with us today,
Thank you
Sarah.
for
It's been
having
a
me, Jim. I
very
appreciate it.
enjoyable show. A lot of good information, because there's a lot going on this year at Market House Theater in October. And I've come to find out that I think October is a very busy month every year for Market House.
It is. It absolutely is. Our season starts in September, so we are well into our season this year. We've got our ghost tours every Saturday in October, and we also have Charlotte's Web opening and a couple other things happening for the theater, which is great.
And to remind you people out there, if you've ever thought you wanted to be an actor, there are auditions that are beginning to start for a couple of the plays, and they can find out about those on the website also.
On the website also.
Yeah, so let's do that. Well, again, thank you for being here today. We're out of town, believe it or not, and we want to thank you for being part of our show today and for watching. Remember, you can find out a lot of information about the Fabulous 50s on our website, and that is thefabulous50s.net. We encourage you to go there. You can see our past shows. You can see the shows that we've done. We also have a lot of articles in there about over 50 that I'm sure that you can find something to interest you. We did some on worry just recently, and my wife was interested in some of those articles that she saw, and you need to understand that most of the things you worry about never happen. So that's one of the things that we talked about in some of our articles there on our site. So again, we thank you for being with us today. We encourage you to watch our show every week, and remember, use it or lose it.
Can't see as well as I used to, can't run as far or as fast. Sometimes I think that the old me is becoming exactly that. But when I start thinking of all I don't have, that's when I tell poor me Beethoven was 50 and deaf as a post when he wrote his Ninth Symphony. And he'd say, go with what you got, start from where you are, give it your best shot, keep reaching for that star. Get in the race, keep your own pace, keep moving and never stop. Just go, hey, go with what you got. Excuses are easy to come by,